Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and have had a fantastic weekend. This is a live watch along with for Spurs versus West Ham live at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for a 4:30 kickoff in the Premier League live on Sky Sports. As always, this live stream is sponsored by the video sponsor 3retro.com, the channel sponsor even. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website. But as you can see from the icon that's up here, there's also Spurs gear in there as well, along with Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts in either club colours, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly onto the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. The charity in the Newham area that are helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, to help people put food on their tables in this very, very difficult time of year. So, and also they have been for the last 2 to 3 years as well. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. Depending on what you're purchasing, you'll be saving yourself a few quid, or on a very nice polo shirt as well for that matter. And you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. So I just realised I look a little bit too out of frame there. So as always, guys, before we go on and crack on, let's go and see who's saying what in the live chat. Rob's back. Hello, mate. Good to see you. And Bill's back once again. Glutton for punishment. Second live stream in a row. What's going on, Bill? I thought you would have been covering this on Garage Football. But anyway, good to see you both. And you're the only two people that are watching. So by means, please do share this over on social medias and get people more invested in the game. Right, before we go any further, let's jump on to talk about the team sheets. So in goal for in goal for Spurs is Forster, with a back three of Romero, Dyer and Leglet, I think you pronounce that. Emerson, Royal, Højbjerg, Skip and Davies making up the midfield four, with Kulusevski and Richarlison in the midfield, supporting Kane up front. On the bench, hang on a second, guys. Sorry, just the ad breaks are too much louder than they are on the for the rest of the broadcast. So where are we? Yeah, so on the bench for Spurs is Sanchez, Son, Perisic, Danjuma, Porro, Tanganga, Lucas Moura, Sarr and Austin. So let's turn to West Ham. Passing a late fitness test is Fabianski, with a back three of Kehrer, Ogbonna and Aguerd. Midfield four technically of Soufal, Rice, Souček and Emerson, even though Soufal and Emerson are more playing in the wing pack positions. Bowen is alongside Antonio and Downs is in the midfield three, but for some random reason a lot of places are saying it's a 3-4-3-1. Sorry, 3-4-2-1. So just to recap on that properly, it's Fabianski in goal with Kehrer, Ogbonna and Aguerd as the centre-backs, with Soufal and Emerson as the wing-backs, with Souček, Downs and Rice in midfield, with Bowen and Antonio in the attacking positions. On the bench is no goalkeeper for a change. You've got Johnson, Creswell, Scamacca, Fornals, Lanzini, Areola, Ings, Benrahma and youngster Kate. Sorry guys, wrong button there. So guys, as you can see in the live chat, there is a poll in there to give your result predictions. For as there's still only 2 people watching for some stupid reason, Bill and Rob, can you please give us your scoreline predictions as well? To be honest with you, I can't see us getting 3 points out of this game. I genuinely can't. I know some of you will be, and that's fine. I haven't got an issue with that. But Bill's playing it safe, saying a 1-1 draw. I don't think it's going to be that boring somehow, mate, but you never know. I'd take a point, of course, because if we did, that pushes us up to 16th on goal difference, which is, I think it is for 16th on goal difference. Where are we? Let's just double check the live table here. So yeah, we would go up to, yeah, where Everton are. So yeah, 16th. If we won, of course, it'd be a miracle, and we would go to 15th where the Wolves are. But guys, as you know, for those that have watched this either back on the replay or watching it live, you know me well enough to say results of other teams are not relevant in any shape or form. We can't be allowing the form or bad play of other teams to help us. We've got to go out and fight for the games ourselves, and this is the prime example. Yes, we fell into the bottom 3 because Bournemouth and Everton beat their opposing teams. So I still maintain that Everton is the poorer team out of the bottom six, and we are the worst out of them as things are going at the moment. Southampton are close, but it's going to have to take an absolute fucking miracle for us to escape this. So for those, so someone's new joined, thank you. Do your score prediction in the live chat and give us your result prediction in the live poll, which is going, no surprise, 50% the Spurs and a draw, and West Ham win making up the back. So yeah, so only 4 people have voted so far, which is good. Nice. It's not always good to see it, but yeah, guys, it's a worrying game. I'm glad that Fabianski is fit to play. But at the same point, I'm not, because I want to get Areola in the between the pins as quickly as possible. But guys, we are going to need to have our drinks today. We really, really are. So, your good health. And you guys that have been watching this channel for a while, even though this is live on Sky Sports, I don't have Sky Sports. So this will only be, this would be an IPTV, so a little bit of a delay, which is why the live table's there instead of the actual live scores, because it's obviously, you know, I'll be like 2 minutes behind everybody else. Bill says, watch Spurs Milan play midweek. Milan should have won by more. Rob says, I fancy a 2-0 win, but 2-0 win, but I'm drinking brandy. Rob, you're gonna need every single drop of that, mate, today, I think, I'm afraid. Essex boy, welcome back. Love the Sixes away shirt you're wearing. They're hard to get though. It isn't. It is, but it isn't. There's no badge, as you can see. It's an Bobby Moore inspired t-shirt, but thanks, Essex boy, mate, much appreciated. But yes, it's gonna be a very, very hard fought one. And I thought, do you know what? I thought, it's Spurs away. It is mimicking on a away shirt, so why not? Why not? Let's just do it. Have the great times on here. But yeah, it's, you know, obviously we do remember the as Sky Sports are doing their loving with Spurs at the moment. They're showing that Antonio's goal when they were at the redeveloped stadium. But can't believe that was almost 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, in fact, 2019. It's mad how quick that time was. Me and Steve were there for it. Bill and I have gone to Spurs. We went to Spurs away last season, which was still good fun. It's a shit game, but still good fun. But yes, Dave, hello mate. Good to see you. He reckons 3-0. Someone's been on the brandy since 9 o'clock this morning, by the looks of it. But yeah, guys, like, share, and subscribe. The more likes this video gets, if you can, then the more advertising it gets on YouTube, and the more advertising it gets, the more people see it, and the more people come and join in. But of course, please do share it, more importantly, to get more people involved. I've shared it everywhere I can. Brains in, here we go, come on you Spurs. Now there's a surprise. There is a surprise. So yeah, there's been 6 votes on the poll now. Thank you very much, guys. It's going to close in the next 4 or 5 minutes. 50% Spurs win, 33% a draw, and the remaining balance as a West Ham win. So yeah, not many people are optimistic that we're going to get anything out of this, quite frankly. But as I said, you know, it's hard. It's going to be a difficult game. I know the last few games we've done pretty well, but at the same point, guys, it's not a resurgence in any shape or form. You know what, I was thinking about this earlier today. 5 points from 3 games. It's not good enough. It really isn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was actually a good win, a good point against Newcastle. You know, we said that when we did the watch along for it, but it's just not good enough. It really isn't. Brain says he's actually due to Spursy. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. So even the long-time Spurs supporter has been watching this for about a couple of seasons now. Even he's going for a draw. But yeah, fair play to your Brain. Totally understandable. Most of us will thinking this is going to be a draw. I'd love it I'd be over the moon if we got all 3 points. But I do think realistically a draw is the best option for both teams, to be fair. I know Spurs are pushing to try and get themselves back in the top 4, and a win would put them 2 point or 2 clear, if I remember correctly, in 4th place. But you never know. And as Rose quite rightly says, we play better when we are the underdogs. Yeah, to a degree, mate. I agree. To a degree. And now, obviously, it's, you know, taking things out of the equation from a little bit. It's congratulations to Harry Kane to becoming Spurs' all-time record goal scorer. He's a phenomenal player. I've said it many times. I know a lot of people don't like him because he plays for Spurs, blah 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 blah. But he is a very, very good player, and he's become the highest goal scorer because of his goals, not his longevity, as it is with Antonio. But yeah, Spurs are a fantastically entertaining side to watch. They really genuinely are. And as I said in the preview, guys, it's a team that I do genuinely want West Ham to emulate in the next few years. You know, in the way that the business that they've done, the way the club is run. I mean, Daniel Levy, I don't know why he doesn't trade with us still, but you know, if he thinks we're still a rival in the league now, you imagine how it's going to be if and when we get to that, you know, in the next few seasons, which is what Mark Noble apparently was hinting at, what everybody's been taking issue with recently. You know, it's going to take time, but we are going to get to the better heights at some point. But are the top six going to be pulling away by the time we get to those levels? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Bill says Conte not being on the touchline today might help us. Possibly, yes, Bill. I see the reason why you've said that. You know, obviously he's going to be sitting at home watching the game on whatever channel it's going to be on in Italy or Spain, wherever he's recuperating in. And as I said in the preview, I'm glad the surgery's gone well. You know, he's making sure he's recovering because let's face it, guys, he can put his feet back tonight. This afternoon, he really can put his feet up. You know, it's just there's absolutely nothing for him to worry about as far as the Spurs point of view is concerned. I know a lot of people are going to take issue with that, but there's only 4 of you watching, so fuck it. You know, it's just going to be it is one of those sort of fixtures. As I said earlier, I'd love to get all 3 points out of this. It's just not going to happen. It really isn't going to happen. So what I'm seeing is the lineups again. To just give you context, the West Ham lineup is about to come onto the screen now. So for those that missed the start of it, which is pretty much everybody, Fabianski in goal after passing a late fitness test. With a back three technically of Kera, Ogbonna and Aguerd, with Soufal and Emerson as the wing backs, Rice, Downs and Souček in the midfield, with Antonio and Bowen up front. So, to be honest with you, under the circumstances, I think Moyes is trying to go for it, but not at the same point. I think he's going to try and make it for a draw, but a very, very tight game, and we'll see. But Rob says, keep the faith, JP. Mate, always have. But at the same point, I'm a realist at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know where you are with where I'm talking about, but you know, it's a difficult game. We're not on Spurs' level in any shape or form, and haven't for seasons after seasons. Basically, since Redknapp was in charge of them and got them into the European places on a consistent basis. That's when the gap changed. But sorry, when the gap always started from. Hang on a second, there's something wrong with the camera here. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry, I should have noticed this earlier, but I didn't. So let me just correct this very quickly. Boom. Is that it? That sorted it? Yeah. Boom. Boom, Shankar! But yeah, it's okay. So the game's about to kick off. So let me just put the details in and end the poll. But thank you to everybody that put your results in. It's much appreciated. And the game is now off and running. So yeah, as I said to the guys in the Facebook group chat, I've actually made a few little changes, subtle changes to the channel layout. So I hope you guys like it. But yeah, we've got the top 10 here. So anything. So Brains asking, is Skamaka fully fit? No, he's not at the moment, mate. He's fit enough to be a substitute. He might come on with 15-20 minutes to go like usual. But there we go. Bill says we've got to take advantage of Tottenham's slow starts to games this season. Absolutely, mate, and I guarantee they will take exactly the same advantage of our bloody slow starts as well, as it looks like here. Bowen almost scored them by the looks of things. Between Bowen and Souček, let's have a look at the replay with the throw in over to Bowen. Great pass from Souček to Bowen, and yeah, should have scored. Really should have scored there. Real shame. But now Rice pounces on the ball at centre half. centre circle, passes it back to Fabianski. Kane's pelting down, forcing Fabianski to do a long ball over to try and find Souček. Sorry, Downs, which he does, but he just missed times, and now Forster's got the ball. So yeah, it's entertaining one, guys. It's going to be. I'm hoping that's a good sign, that we are going to go fully attacking this game. But the way that Dyers is standing around and everybody else is standing around as well, watching him what he's going to do, I don't think we are going to go for it. Rob says, until we are mathematically down, have the faith. I do have the faith, mate, but as I'm saying, I am a realist. I'm looking at this game by game as well as the long-term picture, and they are a better side. They are. Whether you want to admit it or not. Antonio on the ball now, just running it through the centre circle. And gets fouled. And actually, yeah, another question we'll do the next free kick. So I want to get your thoughts on this, guys. I'm sure you'll all be thinking the same thing, but it's not this game related, so we'll talk about it towards the end of the game. So stick around for that. Okay, so Emerson's going to take the free kick by the looks of it. Gina, good evening. Put your score predictions in. Rob, put your score prediction in as well. And Essex boy, if you're still here, put your score predictions in. And oh, clearance, and that's a corner, surely. Alex, welcome, mate. Hope you're keeping all right. Give us your score prediction. Gina says 2-1 to ask if Bonner's offside there, but it's not involved in the play in any shape or form. So that should be a corner, and it is. Brain says good start from the Hammers. Absolutely agreed. And as predicted, Rice has taken the corner. With some dirty spuds shouting shit at him. The ball in, not the best of balls, unfortunately, from Rice. But it gets easily cleared by the looks of it. Rice is hacking the ball down, and that's a free kick to. Kulusevski went down a little bit too low, to be honest with you. Rob's massively on the Brandies. 2-0. You reckon? 2-0 to West Ham, he reckons. So yeah, thank you to everybody that voted in the poll at the start of the broadcast. 50% said Spurs win, 33% said draw, and West Ham win 2-1. West Ham win of 16% of you. So that's where are we? That's 2 people said draw and 1 person said win. And yeah, Alex, just as you saw there, Alex says 2-1 West Ham. Totally take it, 100%. And now Spurs in possession with Kane sitting pretty deep, I think, by the looks of it. No, it's not Kane. Where are we? Let's skip. It's a Dyer. And the long ball. Over to Kane, and now it's a bit of who wants to play style of play. Yes, good on you, great pounce from Souček. Good pass to Antonio, but Antonio fluffed the pass as usual, and that should go out for a corner, which it does. Thank you. Yes, very good start from West Ham, mate. Very, very good start. 4.5 minutes in. This is what I said. This is what I wanted to happen. We wanted to go out all guns blazing. I say that every preview, granted, but yeah. And I said also in the preview for the Patreons, I did say that we need to crowd the box to go in there. So hey, Gabs is in as well. Let's bring your comment up in a second, mate. Just going to wait to watch this first of all. Rice with the corner again, and not the best of balls. And what the fuck was that? Gab says, happy Sunday, 4-0 to the Hammers. I think the rivalry's taken over the reality of it somehow, as Antonio puts it out for throw, which has been taken very, very quickly by Emerson, I think that may be. Can't really see. It's not exactly a full HD broadcast that I'm watching. A nice ball over from Kane to Davies, and the ball in from Davies. Aguerd headers out. Souček fluffing it a little bit. Back to Davies. And Richarlison. I'm surprised he stood on his feet. He doesn't normally under those situations. Davis. And then over to Højbjerg. Ball over to Skip. Not Skip, sorry. Romero. And then it's Emerson Royal. Or Royale. I think this was Royal, I think is as far as I'm concerned. Ball over to Leglet. Now Davis. Sufal fouls. Balls in and goes straight out for a goal kick. So yeah, not too bad so far. Let's say it's I don't know, we're only talking about 6.25 minutes in, so pretty much, but ish, yeah, 6.25 now. But yeah, it's not too bad. Just looking at the replay of Souček's pass, great pass to Bowen. Antonio didn't. Antonio should have made sure it went in, but at the same point, yeah, he was offside in the first phase, but in the second phase, he's perfect, and he's just should have capitalised on the mistake from Forster. But it's a great attempt from Bowen, really is. Antonio headers over to try and find Bowen, who's pelting it down, gets the ball, gets fouled slightly, and loses the ball as a result of it. It's getting scrappy. Souček with the ball into the box. And Davies does technically a pass back. But we'll let him off on that one. Gabs reckons Antonio to score today. Brain says Antonio's up for it. I expect a goal from him. Yeah, I agree, mate. 100%. A nice interception from... Oh, close. Very close there. So Davis on the left-hand side once again, giving Soufal all sorts of problems for Carlson. Ball over the side to Romero, I think that is. And the ball in. Headed out calmly by Kehrer, Gabs' favourite player, Kane. Carlson from Davis. Souček puts it out, but Skip gets lucky with the rebound and the ball goes out once again, but again gets lucky. Ball back in. And headed out nicely by Kehrer. Soufal with the ball and the long ball, trying to keep it in, and he does. Antonio trips over again. What is going on? And now the ball's over to Romero. And now to Skip. And then Højbjerg even. Dyer. How do you spell that? Lenglet? Whatever. Fuck it. Souček seems to be having a license to go forward. Looking good so far. Back to the old days, mate. I'm telling you. With Downs alongside Antonio as Skip gets booked. So there's a yellow card for Skip. Where are we? There you go. Yellow card for Skip. Yeah, it's a stupid sliding challenge into Antonio. I don't think it was intended by the looks of things, but yeah, it's just he's keeping an eye on the ball. But yeah, it's stupid nonetheless. But yeah, Bill, agree with you 100%, mate. You know, it's like back to the old West Ham way of making sure that Rice is sitting back and letting Souček explore a little bit further up. And now Spurs are back in possession. With Lenglet, I think, again. Yeah. And now Dyer. Back to Dyer from Kane, I think, by that dodgy haircut. None want to talk, eh? But no, it was Skip. So another dodgy haircut. Romero. Kulusevski. And now back to Dyer. From Skip, by the looks of it. Over to Lenglet. And now Højbjerg. Skip. Nice pass from Kulusevski to Emerson Royal. He isn't a casino. Dyer. Lenglet. Back to Dyer. From Thingy Bob. Like I said, guys, I don't give a shit about Spurs. I don't care about them. I don't know their numbers well enough, as you can possibly tell. And now Lenglet passing it back to Forster. And over to Romero now. And now past to Højbjerg from Skip, I'm guessing that is. Over to Lenglet again, which is playing as a wing back by the looks of it. A nice try and interception, but unfortunately puts it right to Kulusevski, who had a bit of a mistake there, but fortunately sorted, and bam, goes over for a goal kick. Was that a corner, actually? Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, as Kehrer slips it a little bit, which I'm sure Gabs is going to jump straight into it. Let's look at the replay and boom. Oh, no, it does. It goes off Souček, so it's a corner. I'll eat every BS I said about Kehrer if he will prove me wrong or improve in the playing position. To me, he's incapable of play at centre-back. Yeah, I get it, mate. He's not the Rolls Royce that a lot of people have been making him out to be. I agree, 100%. Bit of a foul there, Richarlison. Claim for penalty. Fuck off. But you know, it is. He's a good player. And he's learning his strike. Mate, how many times have we done this in the watch alongs? He's learning the season. He's learning it. And you can't pinpoint him from that point of view. I get it, but mate, at the same point, you got to get. Which is this is the one thing that everybody seems to be very quick to do. And I'm not saying the West Ham fans. I'm saying every football fan in general just seems to be, oh, a lot of money. Oh, he's a defender. Oh, he needs to jump and hit the ground. But no, it doesn't always happen. I maintain he'll come good. I do maintain he'll come good. The ball goes out for a... Oh, yeah. Ball goes out for a goal kick. It's a goal kick. What are you worrying about? It's a fucking goal kick. Looking at the penalty claim now. Let's have a look. Oh, come on. He's keeping his... No. It's ball to hand at best. I can see why it would be given if it is, but that would be harsh. He's trying to balance himself. Look, you can see he's trying to balance himself. He's balanced himself on Richarlison, and no penalty as a result of it. I mean, Oliver and the VR team have done well so far. Kira's like, come on, talk to each other. Come on, fair play. He does. He's right. Kira needs instruction. Antonio now on the left hand side, over to Emerson. Rice. Kera. Foul. I mean, I'm glad, Gabs, you finally admit you were talking bullshit. Kera. Rice. Foul. Antonio. Create the space. Create the space. Don't run. And okay, so we've got Emerson on the side there. Rice not awake. I mean, fair play to him for playing last week with the virus. To Downs from Kera, back to Kera. Ball in to try and find Emerson, but he bottles it. I think that's a pole driver at best, isn't it? Downs, Rice, Emerson. Rice. Over to Kera. Nice ball to him, to be fair. Over to Sufel. Nice and safe. Create the space. Suchek. Downs. Sufel. Back to Downs. Ogbonna. Rice. Agued. Emerson. Rice. Bloody hell, we're keeping possession still, guys. What the fuck? Agued. I know I spoke too soon. I knew I spoke too soon. So Downs with the possession again. Rice asking for it. Gets it. Pass it over to Emerson, surely. Surely. No, he's going to try and Downs instead. Kera. Ogbonna. Agued. Emerson. Downs gets played through. Left, right, and it's pretty. I'm enjoying this, to be honest, guys. Really am enjoying this. I mean, the last 15 minutes have gone really quickly. I'm not gonna lie. It keeps us out of the bottom three at the minute, as far as it stands. But look at the replay once again. To be honest with you, I think Souček's one last week is a better claim than that, to be fair. So they've done well out of that one. The ball loose. Ball loose. Hoiberg. Skip. Kane. That's a goal kick, surely, Richarlison. It touched you before it bounced out of the pitch. Stop being a pussy. The goal kick, you know it hit you, you prick. Fucking what a tosser. I absolutely hate him. He's a liability. Just seeing the replay of it now, so I mean, how can you dispute that? How can you genuinely dispute that? Unless you got eyes in the back of your head that thought that Fabianski touched it. How the fuck can you dispute that? The Højbjerg. Skip. Romero, I think that is. The long ball. Easily dealt with by Kehrer. Ogbonna. Sufal. Long ball trying to get it away, but Antonio's nowhere near it. And then Spurs are on the counter attack. But again, easily gathered by Kehrer. Aguerd from Ogbonna. And now Emerson. Long ball. Nice connection for Bowen. Really nice connection. Movement. Souček, so close. So close. We're trying. We're really genuinely trying. Which is hello, mate. Just listening in. Reckon it would be 2-0 Hammers win. There's a good chance that he could have Souček could have been flagged as offside there. Just looking at watching the replay. But at least we're trying it. That's the main thing. At least we're going for it. At least we're trying to have a bit of a fight about it. And Sheena's saying Souček is playing well. He is, yeah. As Bill mentioned earlier, he's going a lot more forward. Just now, as Spurs are almost on the counter attack, ball to Kane, cleared by Ogbonna in the D. Kit and then Romero to Dyer and Højbjerg. Gab says, as Bill said, Souček should have more freedom on the pitch. 100% agree with you. Souček, Aguerd. Ball over. Kehrer. Controls it nicely. Richarlison jumping about. Sufal just behind the halfway line. Long ball to try and find Antonio. Can he get it? Yes, he does. Nobody there to get it. And of course, but Souček is there once again. And a nice tackle. He's got an ankle injury now by the looks of it. Sufal with the ball over. A little bit too ambitious, but no, Souček's up and running. Now Rice is Rice should have pounced on that ball before Kulusevski got there. He really, really should have. And absolutely right, mate. Bill says great challenge. Nice interception from Rice from Kane. Ogbonna. And Downs gets bundled down. But yeah, it's a West Ham free kick, and Ogbonna's telling him to be quiet. Keep here. Tank the player says, what do you think of the match so far? Welcome back, Tank. Good to see you. We'll talk about that in literally in a couple of minutes. We'll literally talk about it at, halfway through the first half. Romero, skip. So guys, as we're coming up to the halfway point, put your comments in the live chat. Let us know what you think of. We'll basically answer Tank's question, and I'll give mine in a couple of minutes as well. Captain, I just saw Souček's chance. Shame it didn't go in. Agreed. He would have been offside by the looks of it anyway, but again, quite close. Romero, skip back to Romero. Højbjerg asking for the ball. Richarlison, Kane. And that goes out for a West Ham throw-in. All right, so now would be the right time to redo it. So what do you think of the match so far, guys? To be honest with you, I think we played really well. Before you chimed in a couple of minutes ago, a couple of minutes before that, I should say, I did say that the last 15 minutes have gone really quickly. This is really enjoyable. This is the London derby we should have really seen last weekend. You know, there's been tackles, there's been goals attempts, there's been Richarlison throwing his toys out of the pram. You know, it's good. I like it. This is how it should be. We should be going toe to toe with these guys, and we are so far. I'm enjoying it. Bill said it's a decent game. We settled well, but need to have more movement in behind and down the flanks. Tank feeling good about this one. 4-0 for us. Antonio to score. Yeah, all right, Gabs. If it's 4-0 to West Ham, I'll shave my head. Højbjerg. Sorry, Skip. Over to Linglet. Okay. Kulusevski. No, it was Skip, sorry, I should say. Now Højbjerg. I'll bring the Clippers, mate. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. If we win this game 4-0, I'll do it live at the end of the game. That's how unconfident I am about us. Well, that's how confident I am about it not happening. So Lenglet, Richarlison. Nice from Soufal. Really good. Little dink, gets the ball, but unfortunately the ball gets back into Spurs. But great tackle from some Soufal. Richarlison didn't even know what happened. Love that. He's getting so much better, Soufal. He really is. It'd be great if he scores today. And Tank says, let's hope we get a 4-0 win, says Sheena. And Tank says, great tackle. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful tackle. And another goal kick. Yeah, so 22 minutes in, so we're halfway through the first half, give or take. I really feel we will nick it to go. Let's go, boys. Yeah, it'd be nice. It really would be nice. But it's too early to get. I wouldn't get too carried away just yet. You know, it's a very still early doors from that point of view. But yeah, it is. So for the remaining guys that are watching this live stream, because there's 9 people watching, only about 3 or 4 of you answered the question. So guys, put your comments in the live chat. Let us know how you're thinking the first half is going if you haven't already done so. So obviously Tank actually hasn't told us. He's just asked the question. Bill, Gina, and Gabs. That's 3 of you. So there's 6 more people to put your comments in the live chat about how you feel the first half has gone. Yeah, Sheena says it's gone really good. Antonio getting grappled. Bowen. Still Bowen. Down the left-hand side. Don't know what he's trying to do. Get off Emerson there. Royal there. I don't know. But nice little 1-2s for the players at the minute. Back to Rice from Downs. Souček again. Over to Soufal. Come on. Decent ball in. And it goes out for throw-in. Thanks. Oh, sorry. Ha 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 ha. Like, good so far. Yeah, I thought you'd say that, mate. But yeah. Yeah. Kera, Rice in the centre circle. Ugued. Emerson back to Ugued. He puts it back to Fabianski. Yeah, on Bonner's instructions. He should be passing it to Kera, but doesn't. He's going to do a long ball instead, and he does. Souček headers over. Bowen grabs. No, should have done. Shut up! He got on his chest. I'm guessing. Let's have a look. No, not going to show a replay of it. So, free kick anyway. Who gives a fuck? Romero. Hoiberg. Kulusevski to Royal. Romero to Dyer. Over to Lenglet. Richarlison just behind the halfway line. Great pressure from Downs behind him. Really good. And it goes out for a throw-in, which is Spurs anyway. But it's a really good. Davis taking the throw-in. I can't believe how well we're playing out of this. I mean, do you know what I mean? I mean, we're not having that much of a possession of it. I mean, as at the time as it is now, Spurs have had 59%. Well, no, increased now to 60. As I said it, 60% possession, which is understandable, but we're not giving them too much leeway. We are nicely packed in certain parts, but they are cutting us through. As this long ball is just here, proving over to Davis, but Soufal's right there. Read it well. It's a West Ham throwing because it comes off Davis. And stop whinging, you prick. You know it comes off, yeah. Soufal with the throw-in. Downs loses the ball, unfortunately. And not Bonner. Diving header on Kane by the looks of it. I don't think there's too much wrong with it. Stop bloody slamming! Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll give him that one. So we can see the free kick. We're just going to look at some twat trying to sneak out a fart on the bench. Right, here we go. So Romero. Royal. Back to Royal from Skip by the looks of it. Now over to Dyer. Kane. No options at all, so has to side pass to Davis. And then Soufal again. Top lad. Kane with the throw in quickly. Davis. Nice challenge there from Souček by the looks of it. Really nice challenge. Soufal having a stormer so far. Rice. Oh. Richarlison. Royal. Kulusevski. Headed out nicely by Souček. Davis. Headed out again by to Kulusevski from Rice, I think that was. The ball in. And it goes straight out for a goal kick. Breast Ham attacking options on the bench look decent if needed. Absolutely agreed, Brain. Probably going to end 1-1, but hopefully 1-0 to us. Kevin Horgan. Welcome, Kevin. Afternoon all. Truth be told, I'll take a 0-0. Which side are you from, mate? Brain, well, yes. Yeah, just remember, guys. Brain's a Spurs supporter, but he's a top lad. He watches most of the watch-alongs. To be fair, he's a good lad. He's been with us a season and a half now. Gab says, "Got to love all the sacrifice all the team puts in. 4-0 will be. 4-0 will be, yes." Antonio still keeps the ball. Souček, Soufal. Close downs, I should say. Kara, a little bit optimistic, but you could say at least it's a try. At Royal. Romero. Always an hammer. Good lad, Kev. Nice to see you. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so, mate. Ball over to Richarlison from Skip. Not Skip, who was it? Davis, I think that was. Ball through. Kane. Scrappling. But Emerson, can he kick the ball in? No, he can't. It goes out for a Spurs throw-in. Tank asks, if Antonio will put a hat-trick today, I will give him a new contract. We give him a new contract. Yeah, his contract ends end of next season, so you never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Lenglet over to Richarlison, who's battling with Kara. That's why, Gabs. That's why he's a good defender. That's why he absolutely gave Richarlison no space whatsoever. Fantastic defending from him. Unbelievably good. Let me just double check something. Yeah, I thought so. Friday night football, Fulham Wolves. Woo! Ball to Rice from Aguerd. Boots it, gets the ball back and boots it, trying to find Antonio, but Bowen jumps. Antonio bottles it, but Royal Emerson straight on it. Downs to Rice. Okay. He's fantastic and I love him. Officially admitted. Do foul. He makes errors, mate. I'm not going to lie. He makes errors. Of course he does. He's only human. But that's why. It's those little glimpses of why people call him a Rolls Royce, because he absolutely stood up to Richarlison then and just gave him absolutely no space. And that's why people love him. Why I love him. I do think it's quality. And he's going to take the free kick now by the looks of it. So 15 minutes in, guys. 15 minutes to go, I should say. So to Rice instead. Downs. Aguerd just behind the halfway line. Long ball to try and find Soufal. He gets it. Perfect. Gets the replay. Rebound, I should say. Bowen to Antonio, but Antonio gives the ball away. Nobody really trying to... Good block from Soufal and puts it out for a Spurs throw-in. Good lad. He's having an absolute cracker. I'll ask you a question in 10 minutes because I don't want to jinx it just yet. Absolutely brilliant. So, Romero. Downs is playing brilliantly. Downs and Souček, absolutely phenomenal so far. We've got three, four really good players. Player performances out there so far. Really good. Foster puts it down to taps it to Dyer. Højbjerg. Still Højbjerg. Don't know what Antonio was trying to do there. And Davies pouncing on the ball just outside the box. And everybody lets it roll through the box. But yeah, nicely cleared by Aguerd, and it goes out for a Spurs throw-in. It's a nice try from Davies, to be fair. It's a really nice try. He's going to take the throw-in now. The Royal with a run. It's Romero from Skip, I think that is. Apologies if I get it wrong, guys. I don't give a shit right now. Okay, now it's Højbjerg. Over to Romero. And now Royal. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. Davis. Ball in. Rice with a nice-ish clearance, but only goes as far as Højbjerg. It goes out for a corner. Off the back of Emerson. Or the stomach of Emerson, I should say. We're not doing too bad, guys. Not doing too bad. Charles, hello, mate. CJ, not been watching so far, but by the sounds of it, they're there for the taking. Yeah, we're playing well, mate. Just as the ball comes in and gets cleared. But I hope you had a nice birthday weekend last weekend, mate. Apologies I couldn't make it again, but thanks. Hope you had a good one. Højbjerg. C to the J. Cheers, matey. Put Benny and full nails on second half, says Charles. Absolutely agreed, mate. Got to go all guns blazing second half. I mean, we're trying that as best as we can, but you know, possession aside, I think we're playing well. We're not giving them that much of a sniff. I mean, as I said, there's a long pass back to Fraser Forster, and now Linglet down the left hand side, ball over to Dyer in the goalie box. Sounds a bit wrong, that, doesn't it? But Ogbonna right in the path of Skip, it bounces it off Souček. Kera with a challenge on Richarlison, but Downs pounces and yeah, can't keep it in, unfortunately. As Bill, you absolutely summed it up. As you're saying to CJ, we're playing well, but need to improve in the final third. 100%. 100%. I mean, we've got 10 minutes plus added, well, 10.5 minutes plus added time. It's yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. Very, very happy. Ball over to Royale from Romero even. Oh, come on, don't exaggerate. It's a perfect tackle. Great tackle by Bowen up to Antonio, but the ball goes out. No, Rice keeps it in just, but now it's only no, again still long ball from Spurs. Here we go, Jesus. Kera. Sufal, safety first. Neat idea. Sufal running down the right-hand flank. And Romero goes through the back of Downs, but it is a good tackle. And Skip on the ball now. Easy pass over to Kulusevski on the right-hand side, or the left-hand side from our point of view. And it's blocked straight at Souček. Yeah, it's just Spurs keeping possession. And the first shot on target, really. And the first save for Fabianski. First time he's got his hands on the ball. And quite nicely timely. Story of the season, says CJ. It's a nice attempt by Højbjerg, to be fair. It's a nice try. I mean, obviously the slow motion makes it look worse than slower than it actually is, of course. But it's a good attempt. Royal Emerson over to the flattened Bowen. Not the best of challenges. There's Romero again. Yeah. That's twice he's tried to take out Bowen now. And Rice to take the free kick by the looks of it. Aguerd. Bogbonna. Properly playing with the back three now. Kera. Long ball. Nicely pounced by Bowen, but unfortunately not quick enough. And now the defender is back into the Spurs defence. This is what we're talking about, CJ. That it's going well. We're playing well. Where are we? I can never remember. Is it Lenglet, Højbjerg, Dyer, Romero, genuinely walking into the centre circle, and only Antonio going, "Come on." Davis. Not Davis, sorry, it's Lenglet again, isn't it? Kane, the Højbjerg. And this is how well we're pressing. We're pressing them. That it's got absolutely. There's just nothing from Spurs at all. Gabs is saying it seems I cannot figure out tactics set up for Bowen. He's involved in a bit of everything on the pitch. Thoughts, JP? Yep, not far off, mate. Not far off. That's what he's there for. He's meant to be. You know, he's meant to be on the wing. As we see Skamaka warming up. Sheena says happy to see Skamaka. But yeah, you know, that's what he's meant to. That's what forwards are supposed to get involved in, not just the striking positions, but get involved in all over midfield. And this is one thing that he's teaching Antonio, I'm hoping. You know, because that's what Antonio's starting to do. Nice little movements from Soufal, but it's just unfortunate with that pass. It's back to Forster once again. So we are pressing them well. You know, that they are panicking. Well, the Spurs are panicking a little bit from that point of view, but at the same point, we give them so much space. As Højbjerg has now shown, as he passes it to Kane, but a nice interception again from Emerson. And Royal fouls Rice, but gets away with it. Skip with a long ball, trying to find Kulusevski out on the right-hand side. And again, Aguerd is there. Bam! Straight, Emerson. Oh, Bonner. Ooh, that was close. So Romero puts it out for a West Ham throw-in, and Bonner's like, give me the ball, give me the ball. Calm down, but give me the ball. You know, because we're playing well. We are doing well. It's just like the Aguerd is there, Soufal is there, Kera is there, Ogbonna is there. Whenever they need to be. This is what we've wanted since the start of the season, guys. Let me know in the live chat if you agree with me or not. Soufal puts it out. But this is the sort of tactics that we should have been really doing. But again, it's because Emerson's finding his feet with the club. Kera is getting confident. Aguerd is getting more confident. The match fitter he's getting as games and the weeks go by. It's perfect. We just need a proper striker out there. And just as I say that, Souček pounces on the ball and it goes out for a throw. It goes out for a corner, surely. Yeah, a corner off Romero. It's brilliant. I'm loving this. Bill, I really wish you, me, and the guys were over there, man. We'd be absolutely buzzing watching this. It's just it's the follow-up is just phenomenal. I haven't said that about West Ham for a long time. I'm not just saying about this time last year. I'm saying for a long time. Players, bam, 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 getting in the positions. Romero's down from that tackle, which is complete bollocks. I think he's time wasting himself, and saw absolutely no issue with what Souček did there at all. I mean, if anything, he threw himself into the ball. I don't know why all of a sudden he's now got an ankle issue. Take the cunt off. You're literally in the goalie's box. Souček's like, now what? But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm loving this. We should have had this a long. Exactly, Tank. Repeating what I said earlier. If only we could have played like this in the beginning of the season. Agreed. It was just. I mean, we had moments at the start. We really did. I mean, when we played Spurs at home, we drew with them 1-1. You know, and the game wasn't that much different to this. It was a little bit less tempo in certain parts and phases, but other than that, this is what this game was like. And I do hope that David Moyes is now showing his quality on this. You know, it's nice to see the assistants getting together with Nolan with the Allardyce gun by the looks of it. It's like, It's too much for you to chew, Kev. Romero's come off. So the corner can be now taken. He's jogging down, so he'll be perfectly fine once he runs on. You watch. Come on, we can show the corner being taken or not? No, it's a goal kick instead. Fuck's sake. Rice. Antonio gets lumbered. There's Polacks with the back of the head. So come on, guys. We're a few minutes away from full time. Well, the 45. What do you reckon for added time? I'm reckoning about 3 myself. What do you guys reckon? Junior reckons 2. Gabs is gonna. Bill's saying 2 as well. And Gabs is gonna say 3 because I've said 3. Tank says 2. You're obviously 2 or 3 minutes ahead of me then by the looks of things, so you know what's coming. Brain reckons 4. Even when an empty goal, Aguero can't score because of the injury to. Let's have a look. He's down. He's down. He's down. Can't see. He's down, guys. Just hope they will keep Son on the bench. Totally relevant to the question asked. Thanks, Gabs. Linglet. Thank you, Brain. He's not a bad player, actually. It's the first time I've seen him play. I think he's all right, that Linglet. Not too bad. I don't think there's been a bad performance from out of it, well, exception of Antonio's couple of mistakes. But in general, I don't think there's been that bad of a performance from either side. It's exactly what you want as a London derby. You know, it's both teams going for it. Gab reckons 2 minutes in because he's followed the crowd. You bloody oaf, iPhone touting. Sheep. It looks pretty dangerous, to be fair. I think it might be longer than this. He's been down at least a minute as it is. The I think Brain might be closer to it with the 4 minutes. Karen and Aguero talking to each other. It's been at least a minute, so we could. It may be 4 now. Tuchek's apologising. He's taking it in good stead. But yeah, Lenglet's a good. He seems okay. Looking a little bit woozy like, but I think he's all right. I mean, obviously, might have been quite a bad coming together. Otherwise, Sky would have shown the replay by now. But he's coming off just to be checked, which is totally understandable. He's running. Yeah, he's fine. He's all right. He wouldn't be able to do that if he was any. Yeah, he's perfectly fine. Alex reckons 2 minutes as well. You guys probably already know watching live on Sky Sports, but as I'm watching IPT, got a few seconds to wait. But I reckon it's probably going to be about 4 minutes now. That is at least a minute. The Lenglet's back on now. I'm good. I don't like to see players injured, even if it is Spurs. Long ball from Forster, headed by Aguero, I should say. Too foul. Long ball. Antonio was offside in the run anyway, by the looks of it. So what were you saying? Were you saying 4 minutes after all? Or was I right? I was right in the first place. 3 minutes. Radar's really wrong. So you guys were right with 2, and then that added minute of injury put it to 3. So fair play to you. Fair play to you. Romero. Tuchek intercepts. Romero's pass. Light deflection and Suchek's taking the throw. Is it? Oh, it is a Spurs throw, and I thought it would have been West Ham's. Oh no, it was. Okay. These live football directors, man, their camera work is terrible. Honestly, Bill, you and I should work for Sky, man. We could do a much better job than these idiots. Aguero, I should say. Kane, long ball, and Fabianski takes a risk for Carlson, but it goes out for a corner. Brain, to be fair, yes, it was a ball from there. From Kane. And very true, mate. Honestly, why focus so long on something that's completely irrelevant when there's a free kick being taken or something. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's a good save from Fabianski. He shouldn't have come off his line that far out. He really shouldn't have done. But yeah, it was a good play from him. At the same point, he just shouldn't be doing it. So again, say look, Kulusevski about to take the corner and does. And a nice little finger touch. I don't think he touched it actually. Looks like Højbjerg go for it. Yeah, I think so. Have a look at the replay. No, who was it? Oh, it was Romero. Bam. Nice header from him, to be fair. But yeah, well over. Well over. So that's the chance of the game for either side by the looks of it. So just over a minute left to go. Well, over 2 minutes, I should say, left to go. All right. No, it's a minute left, isn't it? Sorry, it's a minute left. Rice. Skip. Ball loose. Fabianski touches. Nice little confident touch. I like that. Fabianski clears long. So yeah, 0-0 at half time, guys. Pretty much. Let's have a look. See what happens. Might be a few extra seconds because of the goal kick. But yeah, Højbjerg. Kane. Højbjerg. Nice header from Souček in his defensive role. Spurs need to inject some pace into their team, maybe into their play, maybe Son. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's it. First half. Good first half so far. Absolutely agreed, Shane. Yeah, so yeah, to sum up that first half, very, very happy with that. Great performance from both teams. You know, talking as a football fan, great performance from both teams. Spurs a little bit lackluster, but because we've, as I said earlier, the players have been getting in the right positions at the right time and making the right clearances and the right tackles. It's better, much better. So, guys, let's have a listen to some tunes. Before that, said my screen just told me to give me a finger and switch this off. Bring the tunes on. 100%, mate. Just about to do it. So, yeah, let's listen to the drawing tunes.
I've tried to tell you this 100 times. Not getting better by lying there pretending to cry. You on repeat, you can see shit cause you have closed your eyes. You say you listen, but you're missing what it's all about. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. I try to help you, but you keep reading between the lines. There's nothing there for you to complicate, we're not aligned. You say you listen, but guessing that's just another sign. Not growing up, you're growing old, your life keep passing. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Now if you break it, I can take it, I don't need a prize. Leave out the fact that I am up against 1,000 guys. My intuition efficient cause I can use my mind. Don't try to tell me how it's done, you haven't done your time. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Rise up now. If you never
All my thoughts are running around inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place. Stuck in this commotion, how come I ain't past this yet? I wanted me to be somebody else, another me that doesn't need your help. But if I'm honest, I don't think we got it. I try to change the things you never liked, try to make this better, make this right, but we're the same, even though I changed. Really made an effort, promised I would change, but something stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Start a life in the country, I could say yes to that. Whatever way you want me, I'll learn it all and I'll adapt. Even if I changed up everything except my name, we will still be Friday, cause I am still the same. I wanted me to be somebody else, another me that doesn't need your help. But if I'm honest, I don't think we got it. I tried to change the things you never liked, try to make this better, make this right, but we're the same, even though I changed. Really made an effort, promised I would change, but something stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. I can change the way I am, the way I talk, the way I stand. It doesn't really matter, cause I'll still be the same. I can change the way I am, the way I talk, the way I stand. It doesn't really matter, cause I'll still be the same. Really made an effort, promised I would change, but some things stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but some things stayed the same.
Upside to feeling down when I took a good look around. There's stuff to be learned, body to be turned, it seems. Yes, there is. You got to pay your dues before it's all cookies and cream. Want the dinner cooked and served, and somehow that is what they deserve. Narcissus with a runaway something else than what a fool believes. You got to pay your dues before it's all cookies and cream. You got to pay your dues before it's all cookies and cream.
In my soul, got the same on my necklace, bitch.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything?
unfortunately, I have to stop the music there, guys, because it's just coming to the great bit of the song, but the second half has just kicked off. So, whoops, wrong one. Where are we? So check the time. 45. Where are we? Just yeah, just a little bit. There you go. Right, so yes, it's a great tune that, but I had to interrupt it unfortunately. Might have to reorganise a few changes here and there, but yeah, forced with a long ball kick to Kera. So it looks like no changes at half time, unfortunately, despite Sheena's prediction, which makes complete sense. I think Skamaka for Antonio and Benny for Bowen. Makes total sense as Aguerd passes it back to Fabianski. Kulusevski running it down. But I mean, just to sum up the first half, because I wanted to change a bit, drink my beer, to be fair. To sum up the first half, just we're looking at a free kick from Soufal. Højbjerg and Soufal going at it. What are you guys playing at? Yeah. If that Bowen goal had gone in at the start of the first half, then I think it could have been a slightly different game. But having said that, been very, very happy with how the performance has been. Let us know if you agree with me in the live chat there, guys. As Dyer pisses about with the ball, passes it to Højbjerg, over to Romero, back to Dyer, just in front of the D. Not for the first time. Lenglet. Back to Dyer once again. Back to Lenglet. Soufal. Bowen. No, it's Downs actually. Downs. Rice in the centre circle. Over to Emerson. Or Palmieri, we should be calling him, because Emerson's his first name. Aguerd, bad ball from Aguerd. But he follows back, and great defending from him, given absolutely no room. And Richarlison straight at Fabianski. That was a worry. Yeah, not the best of defending from Aguerd there. Gab says, yeah, Moyes is not too keen on half-time changes. But, guys, I'm talking about summing up the first half. Do you think the game would have been different and Bowen's goal had gone in the opening couple of minutes? But yeah, it's great pass straight to Fabianski. It was the only route he could have taken, to be fair, because it's great closing down once again. Not the best of movements from Aguerd at the start of it, but as Bill said at the start of the first half, it's both teams. Well, it hinted at, but Spurs started slowly. We started on the front foot, so it's all good from that point of view. Aguerd nearly cost the Hammers. Absolutely agreed, mate. That's literally just what I've been saying. I've had to bring down the bit rate because unfortunately now, because we've got this decent internet at home, I've had to bring down the bit rate. So hopefully this is more in keeping with the time of what I'm talking about. But anyway, Ogbonna, I say decent, it's fucking amazing. Fabianski, 300 megs a second download speed and 29-30 megs upload speed. It's bonkers. It's more than YouTube can take. YouTube can only take 4.5 megs a second. It's crap. Kane, what on earth was he trying to do there? What on earth? What? Mate, seriously. Well, no wonder he's shaking his head. Look at this replay. This is bonkers. He gets himself back on side, right? Great movement from him. So Kulusevski puts the ball under. He's one-on-one with Fabianski, and he puts it about 9 miles, I should say, totally wide. I mean, what? Yeah, Bowen and Souček chances would be great, absolutely. And Bill says, yep, should have scored. Absolutely agreed, mate. Kane should have scored then. So it could be 1-1. It's madness. It's. I'm not saying it. Fabianski with a long ball. Bill probably knows what I'm thinking. Bonner. Antonio not sure what he was trying to do there, but Bowen gets a bit of a foul, and it's a free kick. Yeah, but he has been fouled again. Me plums, Gran, me plums. When Kane fluffed it up. Oh. He's been watching Reason Mortimer. Oh. Gab says, look at Forest yesterday, anything is possible. Ignore what you did. You weren't at the start. I said ignore what happened at the weekend. The game is in our hands, but I know what you mean at the same point. Was that a goal kick? No, it's a corner. Nice attack run from Downs, to be fair. Really good play from him. Bought the corner. Really good play from him. Oh, Bowen with the corner. Not the best. Another corner off Romero by the looks of it, yeah. What's going on? Last second instruction from Souček to Bowen. It's been a long time since we've seen that. That's for sure. Bowen cleaning his boot just before he takes the corner. And Ben Foster at the corner by the looks of it. The fourth official looks like Ben Foster. Corner ball in. Shit ball. Shit ball. Whatever Souček told you, Bowen, don't do it from now on. Shit ball, but it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. So I wouldn't have thought 6 minutes in with pending Spurs in. Long throw from Souček. Sorry, Sufal, I should say. And now Spurs are on the counter-attack. Kulusevski fumbling over his own feet by the looks of things. And a good pass from Fabianski, to be fair. Really good idea from him. And it goes out for a throw-in very deep into Spurs' own half. Dyer. Over to Lenglet. Højbjerg, I think that is, by the looks of his dodgy haircut. Dyer. Lenglet. Long ball. Højbjerg. Kane. Misses it completely. Souček. Ogbonna. Through to Bowen. Antonio trying to pounce on it. He does. How shit the ball was. No, I'm joking. Overlapping. Oh, that's a neat idea. Rice. Back to Antonio. Ball up. Yeah, can Souček keep it in? Yes, he can. Only just. Ball back into the box from Souček. Gets cleared out easily. Souček defends. Carlson's now on the counter-attack down the left-hand flank. Into the middle. Passes over to Kulusevski on the right-hand side. He's running down the right-hand flank. Agued's keeping him tight. But yeah, nice try. Trying to get a ball onto ball for Kane to put a header in, but again doesn't go, and it goes for a goal kick. But it's a great movement from Spurs. Really good movement from them. A little bit lackluster. Zonal marking from West Ham. Ogbonna not going as fast as you should be, but he gets in there nonetheless. And yeah, and very nice movement from Kehrer. Keep making sure that Kane hasn't got that much of an option for it. Yeah, really good defending, but so much space at the same point. Really is. It's shocking. We gave him so much space for that run. But guys, let me know what you're thinking in the live chat. Kehrer to Antonio. Over to Downs. To Rice. To Rice. Over to Emerson on the left-hand side. Running into the space. Rice getting movement. Agued. Back to Rice on the left-hand side still. Nice ball up to Bowen, but he fluffs it. But Emerson pounces, but yeah, gets a throw-in off Royal. Looks like Son's warming up. So looks like we're coming up to substitutions time. Sheena, you've already given us your details of who you bring on. What other substitutions, guys, would you make? Let us know in the live chat. It'd be interesting to see what you're thinking on your substitutions. The ball put out by Bowen from Romero. Goes out for a Spurs throw-in. Gabs is asking, do you think Moyes is setting up Souček to fulfil Rice's duties up front to be an early indication of the kid leaving at the end of the season? To be honest with you, no, because this is what that's what Souček's been doing for 2 seasons prior to that. I know why you're asking that, and that's the way you can easily interpret it, but personally, mate, no. As I say, because Souček's been doing that for 2 seasons beforehand. This is the first season that he hasn't really been doing it up until the last game or so. So this game included. So yeah, I get it. I know why you're asking it, but no, I don't think so. It's just the way the shit. We're on the counter attack now. Bloody hell! 1-0 to Spurs. Your timing, Gabs. Who the fuck scored? Who the fuck scored? Royal by the looks of it. Yeah. Missed it because of Gabs. It's onside as well, so great. That's what I'm saying about the space, guys. It's ridiculous. It's a beautiful movement from Spurs. She's saying, why Travis? Why? To be honest with you, you can see about 6 mistakes out of that. Genuinely, about 6 mistakes out of that before Fabianski got anywhere near it. Exactly, brain West Ham caught napping. 100%. Sorry, bro, we got outplayed. This is why the clock is down here, so you can see where we are. But yeah, there's about 5 or 6 mistakes in that midfield that led to that goal. It's all to play now. It really is. I mean, we knew Spurs were going to win. Well, let me rephrase that. We knew Spurs were going to score. Let me put it that way. We knew they were going to score. And just as we're going on it, Bowen straight at Forster, but nobody's supporting him. That's why we're not going to get much out of this game. It's a great save by Ben Fraser Forster, to be fair. Really is a good save. But who's with him? Who's with Bowen in that run? Genuinely, who's there? Nobody. No one's there. Antonio's not quick enough. Short corner taken by the looks of it because so many fucking replays. Højbjerg. The Kane is sitting deep. Emerson on his arse. Ball in from Spurs and it goes right over. Let's come back. What happened? Mate, about 7 or 8 mistakes. It's a great goal. It's a great goal from Spurs. It really, really is. Great movement from him. Passing through the midfield like a hot knife through butter, as the old NFL cliches goes. But it's a great ball up to Emerson, and he had to Royal, and he had no option but to pass it into the back of the net. I feel Antonio has run his match. He started well. Agreed, mate. Yeah, Bowen was on this. We genuinely need to take off Antonio now and bring on Scamacca, because I do genuinely think a proper centre forward would have supported Bowen a lot better than he just did. I really, really think he would have done. Really think he would have done. Thanks. Let's hope for a draw now. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. The players are just, there's mistakes. There's mistakes, and I don't know. And a second ball, and nice ball from nice save from Fabianski. To be fair, if only that goal had gone in, and Souček's attempt that would have been probably ruled off as offside anyway. But it's the way football goes. But we're not over yet, guys. We've got half an hour still to go, so anything's possible. Just seeing the replay of Kulusevski's attempt. Free kick taken. So throw taken to Kera from Ogbonna. Down to Rice. Bowen. Emerson. Ogbonna. Kera. Good. Rice. Emerson. Bowen. Ogbonna back to Fabianski. He's taken a little bit too longer than he should have done, but nice long ball up to try and find Antonio or Souček, but it doesn't happen. Spurs are in possession once again. Peter, who's never came in beforehand, says, when's someone going to admit we have a poor team? We've talked about it many fucking weeks and months, mate, so shut up. Gab says, oh, well, 4-1 then. Mate, it's not happening. Bowen, yeah, loses the ball, so... Exactly. Sheena says, bring Antonio off now, Moisey. 100% agreed. That's why I said it a few minutes ago. Literally take him off now. He's run his course, as Brain said earlier. Not a bad challenge there, to be fair, but come on, that's a dive. That's a dive from Kane. Come on, the challenge isn't that bad. Oliver, you're booking him as well? Seriously? And here we go. Look, everyone's coming out of the woodwork now. Patrick, welcome. Their options... Misspelling, but we'll ignore that for the minute. Options on the bench. Antonio to come on, play Ings. On the bench, Antonio come off, I think he means, because he hasn't thought that one through. Brain says, time to sub Skamaka for Antonio. Yeah, agreed, mate. As I said that about 3 or 4 minutes ago, and he's been booked for that. That's not a booking. I'm sorry, that's not. But fuck it. It's Oliver. What do you expect? Tank says, probably get Fornals and Skamaka on now. Yeah, no, I agree, 100%. I put Fornals, actually I put Lanzini in the starting 11 for my preview, which would have been. Badger says, yes, sorry, not a great speller. Your grammar, mate. Come on. But anyway, Gab says, yep, Sheena agreed. Time for subs to come on. Yeah, 60th minute, always happens. It's the earliest need to make subs. Especially bearing in mind we were literally conceded a goal a few minutes beforehand. We need a bit more of attacking threat out there. We really do. But having said that, other than Antonio, I don't think anyone's really made that much of a mistake. Gabs, don't start up about Kera. He's made a mistake, as has Aguerd, but what the fuck was that? But now, and Fabianski's now limping. Yeah, I think Fabs will be all right, to be fair. He's taken a lot worse than that and played on still from that challenge from Kulusevski. But Souček to Rice on the left-hand... Rice on the left-hand side. Souček in the middle. Coming through. Back to Rice. Rice trying to get down. Trying to get some emphasis into the game now. And, yeah, good clearance from Romero, to be fair. You can argue that Emerson spent a little bit too long waiting for that, but it's a good clearance from him. Hopefully Moyes don't wait until the 70th minute. Well, mate, we've got 6.5 minutes left. So, more than likely. Unfortunately. Oh, that was so close from Souček as well. It's a good clearance, to be fair, but that was so close. Just everyone standing around watching it. Souček just behind the halfway line on the ball now. You're going to put a long ball in to try and get somebody involved in the game. Aguerd, nice header. Ah. No, fuck it, I'll do it later. It's so easy. So easy. The spacing is unreal. Ogbonna could be doing better there. Gwed didn't really read it properly. As I say, there's about 4 or 5 mistakes in the lead up to that goal. But this is what I'm saying about Spurs' loving with Spurs, man. That's right, Sky's loving with Spurs, man. It's just always Spurs, always Spurs. No replay of Bowen's attempt or Souček's attempt. No, first fucking West Ham thing was should Spurs have got a penalty. No, fuck that bollocks. It's why I hate Sky. It's why I'll never ever buy it. I'll never spend my money on getting Sky Sports because they never ever do a balanced conversation whenever West Ham's playing. They don't. They just don't. If we were back in the top 6, then they might have done. But even then, it was sketchy at best when we play Spurs. It's ridiculous. Right. Anyway, back to the studio. Bill. Romero. Skip. Back to Skip from Højbjerg by the looks of it. Dyer. Nice 1-2, to be fair, from Royal and who is it? Romero. Royal, once again. Gab says, now I think the defence played really well today with Kera included, just got outplayed that one time. Yeah, but that's all it takes, mate. The spacing, the gaps, the errors. Make some changes, Moyes, for fuck's sake, says Bill. Guy Sports are really biased, says Tank. Absolutely agree with you. But it is. It's I said it towards the end of the first half. The spacing is worrying. And that's exactly what it is now. And that's exactly what caused the goal. Man marking. Zonal marking rather than man marking. Out of if we got rid of this fucking zonal marking shit and actually went into man marking, we wouldn't have conceded that goal. Simple as that. We probably would have conceded anyway, but it wouldn't have been such an open play. It really wouldn't have been. Now players are pretending they have some. Oh, here we go. Son's on. Here we go. So yeah, Moyes, where's your substitutes now? Spurs are bringing their subs on. Where's your fucking subs? Where the fuck? What? Why is he waiting so long? What are you waiting for, Dave? I love him. I think he's a good manager, but you make reinforcements now. Should have made it 6-7 minutes ago, to be fair. But as Tank says, oh no. It's just oh God, Son's coming on. Good night, West Ham United. Yeah, so Ricarlison coming on for Son. Antonio trying to gather the ball, but Foster with the long ball. Not a hoof ball, I should say, is nearer the point. Nicely defended from Kera there, to be fair. Sheehan says, Son is a brilliant player. It's just a shame he plays for the Cox. That's the closest you've ever got to swearing, Sheena, for the four or so years we've been doing these watch-alongs with me. Rice. Emerson. Good. Brain says Bowen is running his arse off. Absolutely agreed, mate. Oh my God, almighty, now it's getting tough. They're shutting up shop. They don't want to concede. That's the thing. That's the problem. But Moyes has to bring somebody on now. Personally, they're asking for Antonio to be booked again by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Kera. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but that's not a sending off in any shape or form. That's... Oh, wait, no, actually, yes. Yes, Antonio's got away with one there. I'm sorry, but he has. It's a late challenge, and that's normally a booking. But I think Oliver's given him the benefit of the doubt, knowing that wasn't intended. Any other time, any other ref, that's a sending off. That really is. That's a second booking. It really is. I should say. It's a second booking. Skip. Son. Oh, get it, Fabs. Good lad. He says lucky he didn't get a red. Yeah, because Oliver's realised that, I'm guessing, from the conversation with him, is just that it's not intended. Because it wasn't intended at all. So Oliver's pretty shit a lot of the time, but at the same point, He's done well out of this. He really has done well out of this. Romero, the Son, Kulusevski. Nice block from Maguire. Nice block from Souček as well there. Really good. Really good. Come on. Oh, come on. Somebody make a challenge. Come on, they're just pissing about with possession now. Come on, they've been doing it all the first half. Why not just make a challenge now? We're 1-0 down, for fuck's sake. Here we go. So Antonio for Ings. Not a bad idea, to be honest with you. Not a bad idea. Ings is on. Antonio pulling out of tackles, get him off Moyes. What he has, Brain, is just literally just subbed him off now. Not a bad idea in any shape or form. And downs for Ben Rama as well. Not bad. Not bad thinking. It's going 4-3-3 by the looks of it. Bowen out on the right, Ben Rama out on the left, and with Antonio in the middle going for it. Yeah. It's what the fuck's sake, Son. Game over. You called it. You called it, Gabs. You called it. Oh, bollocks. Had to be Son. Too late, Moyes. The Brain. 100% good. Good goal from it. It is, to be fair. It is. Game over. Good night. Fuck. I mean, you just look at this. I mean, you can argue that that starts from Ogbonna, but Kane to Son. Really good movement. Yeah, there's that. Again, error 1. Boom. Zonal marking, not man markings. Error 2. Boom. Great movement from Fabianski. Really is. He read it. He read it as best as possible. Souček dithering. So much space in there, and then yeah, just Kehrer and Soufal not awake to it, and bam, 2-0. Yeah. Good night, Vienna. At least we tried, but yeah, says Tank. Agreed. It's just dead legs. Substitutions were too late. Substitutions were too late. That's what it is. Again, 8 minutes late. Substitutions should have been made when Richarlison came on, much less when we conceded. We should have put the change in straight away. Yeah, it is what it is. 2 goals in 6 minutes, man. It's 16 minutes. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. But this is West Ham. It's London Derby. I know people will whinge about injuries and all the rest of it, but the players have played really well in the first half. But again, it's just It's just individual mistakes that have led to these goals. There's no other way of looking at it. It really isn't. But can we turn it around the next 15 minutes? I'll have to wait and see. Just waiting for the goal. Waiting for the free kick now. Benrahma with the free kick. 2 yards over the crossbar. I think he smashed that too hard. He really has smashed that too hard. Hang on a second. What's Ings and Kane doing in that? Is there a rule that they can't have attacking players in the wall? What's Ings doing in there? I'm sure there was a rule that came in a season or so ago because I questioned it at the time. You can't have an attacking player in the wall. What's Ings doing in there? Another rule that people have forgotten about. Ogbonna on the halfway line. Rice to Aguerd. This time covers the bad mistake from Rice. Rice shouldn't have made that pass. He really shouldn't have done. Emerson back to Rice. All over to Stufal. Up to Bowen. Yeah, Spurs are in third gear now. They really are. They're really cranking up. Where I said in the first half, where our players are in the right place at the right time, now the Spurs players are in the right place at the right time. Absolutely spot on from them. Benrahma still keeping possession. Stuchek. Stufal with the ball in. Nobody there. Not in the place he was trying to put it. Now Kulusevski's on the right-hand side. Right on the break. Aguerd and Rice trying to... No, not even trying to hold him up. Straight to Skip. It's taking too long. Should have tried. Davis hits the side netting. From Spurs' point of view, Skip should have tried to score there. He really should have done it. He had plenty of space, plenty of time to do it, and he bottled it. That could have been 3-0. That could have been 3-0. Really could have had... He's had the option there, but no, he decided to go to the ground from a non-challenge from Kehrer. So unfortunately, the myth about a manager not being at the game, Bill, unfortunately doesn't exist. Perisic coming on from Lenglet. I need some takeaway after this. So there we go. Fucking Johnson and Fornell's coming on with about 10 minutes to go. Surely 4-2 in it. Yeah, maybe Spurs way, mate. Fabianski with the goal kick. Ogbonna with a header. We're just chancing it now. We're just trying to clear it. That's all it is. It's a great great idea from Soufal there, but yeah. Spurs play better when Conte stays at home, says Brain. It's worrying. It is worrying, this. Ogbonna. Aguerd. Yeah, no shout for handball for that one, was it? Bowen. Bowen keeps it in. Nice run from him, to be fair. Oh, close from Benrahma. Really trying it. Now we have to win against Forest next week if we lose this. What do you mean if? What do you mean if? Have you watched this game? Do you know West Ham? Do you know Spurs? Fuck's sake. All the cliches people come out with. Honestly. But you're right. Of course we have to win against Forest. I mean, we're 8 points behind them. Is it? Well, sorry, 5 points behind them. Honestly. There is time to bring back players. Yeah, Skamaka's probably a week or so away. Paqueta not that far off it. I know a lot of talk's been about him coming back for Forest. I'm not 100% sure that's going to be the case. But we're not that injured. We're not that down bad with injuries. We've just been unlucky with them. But at the same point, there's not that. I mean, the only real injury there is Ariola's coming back. Nice block from Ogbonna. Really good block. We're not that bad. Skamaka's coming back. Ings coming back. Paqueta possibly coming back. Yeah, we won't see Skamaka now. Dave says Moyes out if we do not win at Forest. You mean at home to Forest? Because we've already played them away this season, mate. But yeah. I'm all for Moyes staying, but it's just his tactics, his ideas, his substitutions. They're just too late. Too late. It's like he doesn't know. It's a nice movement from West Ham, but unfortunately that defending from that corner breaks down. Emerson from Rice. It goes out for a Spurs throw-in. There we go. So Bonner's coming off and Johnson's coming on in his place. Oh, on a good side, tickets will be much cheaper next season. Don't bet on it, mate. Seriously, don't bet on it. Really don't bet on it. And Fornals has come on for Emerson. A like for like swap? What? Don't bet on it, mate. Seriously, don't bet on it. Required. Johnson, nice pass to Ben Rama, but he loses the ball, unfortunately, but it's a nice pass. Pez says, at least Chelsea are in a shit position too. Not that shit in comparison to us, mate. They're fucking 10th. We're 18th. Oh, I didn't say, yeah. Rice for the free kick. Dave, your boy's out regardless, so don't give me that. Blue check. Gene says we've slowed down. Yeah, we have slowed down. 100% agree. 100%. Benrahma. Rice from Ings. I mean, Ings was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Fornals. Sufal. Bowen. Back to Sufal. He'll pass it to Johnson now. No, he's going to long ball it to Fabianski. Fuck's sake. Brain says, first 30 minutes West Ham should have scored. They were top of Spurs. Mate, first 3 minutes we were on top, yeah. Johnson back to Sufal. Kera. Rice. Clueless out there at the minute. It really is. Benrahma. Johnson. Rice. Fornals. Oh, that was a nice try to get the Bowen involved. Really good pass from Fornals then. Really, really good. And Son's on the break now. Come on. Rice tries it. Yeah, of course he's okay. Fucking blagging it. Just looking at the replay of Son's goal. But yeah, you look at the timing and the spaces here. Look, it's ridiculous. Dave says, we'll win the playoff next season you go to, or would you cry, mate? Win the playoff next season. You got to laugh or you would cry, mate. Well, we're not relegated yet. We've still got a long way to go. I know people are panicking because if you're in the relegation zone by the end of towards the end of February, that's never a good way back. But we've got the break of the World Cup in because of that. So we would if we're in the same position about where are we? We're 23 games in now. So if we're 25, 26, and we're still tinkering in around the where we are now, on the second from bottom. Second from bottom. Then yeah, yeah, it's time to worry. But we've got players coming back, as Sheena said earlier. It's just stop the knee-jerk reaction, guys, please. I know it's worrying times, but things can turn around. Piers says, we will win the Conference League, but we're going down. Just think about that. And Dave says, we will be with Moyes, mate. More than likely, but who else is going to, who genuinely is going to come? Seriously, who else is genuinely going to come? Ray says, West Ham won't go down, it's not allowed. Even if we do go down, we'll still be doing the watch-alongs because I can get championship games on here. But that's not the reason why I'm more optimistic than you guys, which is ironic, really. Come on, at least we... Oh, Gabs, shut up. That is so fucking boring. I'm not even going to say it. That is the biggest cliche on the planet. Seriously, it's the biggest cliche on the planet. Johnson. Benrahma. Passes it straight in the path of Romero. If this isn't 3-0, I'll eat me hat, man. Rice. Great challenge from old matey, to be fair, on Benrahma. Been saying that all season. He will turn it around, mate. I'm still waiting. We're all waiting. Millwall might even go up while we go. That Piers, what? You're all welcome, sis. But yes, thank you, Pestilent Berglund, for subscribing to the channel. Kulusevski's still on the ball. 5 away from 22:40. With 12 people watching. With 3 minutes to go. All right, so added time, guys. What do you reckon? With the substitutions, I'm reckoning about 4 or 5 myself. What do you reckon for the added time? Bill says 4 minutes. Pez says 3. Gina says it's my boy's dream to watch West Ham in a Millwall game. I won't allow him to go if it ever happens in 4 minutes. Why is it his dream? Because of the cliches that everybody's been spouting out. Bearing in mind that the rivalry goes back to the general strike of over 100 years ago, and nobody's been able to get over it since. Honestly, it's ridiculous. No point to make it. No point to make it any longer than 2 minutes. They've said 3. Versus 6 in the championship is playoff. Yes, it is. Playoffs are done between the 4th, whoever finishes 4th and 6th. Sorry, 3rd and 6th, I should say. 3rd and 6th. Yes, exactly, Dave. Millwall are shit. So there you go. I don't know why everybody still fixates about it. Honestly, the rivalry was about something that happened over 100 years ago. Seriously. It does my head in. It's so boring. I've been saying it for last 2 or 3 seasons. Ogbonna looks really upset on the bench there. Really upset. Kulusevski coming off. So they're time wasting, guys. It's going to be at least 4. It's going to be at least 4. He has been watching old West Ham footy games. Exactly, Sheena. That's the point. Fair play to him for catching up on everything. But Sasa coming on for Skip. It's good. And Moura coming on. Lucas Moura coming on for Kulusevski. Now, Lucas Moura is a player I would have loved to have at West Ham a few seasons ago. Really, really good player. Really good player. But honestly, I'm just so bored. When it says, oh yeah, we're playing Millwall. I literally, my eyes roll when people say that. It's so cliched. It's not relevant in any shape or form for many, many reasons, other than the fact that technically their rivals are more Charlton than they are us. Exactly, Gabs. Just keep them away from the Green Street films. Maybe Sullivan might sub at least not when we're in the championship, mate. Never in a million years. West Ham Millwall was when the dressing room was a shed. Exactly, Brain. 100%. It wasn't even that, mate. It was a fucking porter cabin. It's just so boring. It's honestly, it bores the hell out of me. Oh, we're playing Millwall. Yeah, really? Why? Oh, because they're rivals. Yeah, why? We don't like them. Yeah, why? Nobody answers the question. Two foul. Bowen. 4 minutes. Called it. Bowen fouled by Bergwijn by the looks of where the fuck he's. I don't give a shit anymore. We've lost this. We all knew we lost this anyway. Useless. Talking of useless. Hello. Ian says, too late, Gabs. He loved it. It's one of his favourite films. Ah. But hello, Luke. There's errors, mate, that scores both those goals. Errors. That's it. Absolutely it. But, yeah, it was just the substitutions were too late. Per says, man of the match today for West Ham. That's what I said. I wasn't going to ask it. Bowen's in real trouble by the looks of it. That was a really quite a bad foul on him, to be fair. And Luke is saying what I said at the start of the broadcast. They're not three worse teams than us. There's maybe two. That's it, mate. Gab saying that we had trouble in the past few years playing Man United, Chelsea, and that European side passion is on. So Rice can take the corner. And easily cleared. Bowen live. Yeah. Bowen's done. Bowen's done. And now Soufal's down as well. You don't normally hear a man like that guy scream. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's got his foot. Yeah. That's a shit part. That's a shit tackle, to be fair. Perisic, that was naughty. 100% agreed, and it is a booking. Can Socek go fucking down? Mate, he's had a... And Rice all squaring up now. Staying to Perisic. The Hoiberg, sorry, I should say. Oh, here we go. Handbags at dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Or ladies and ladies. Honestly. That's a bad challenge. They're being dirty now. And Royals having a go at him. Back off, Manchester. Rice and Hoiberg going at it. Isn't that? Oliver's having a... He's right. Rice is right. It's some dodgy challenges and nothing's being done. Or yeah, okay. Perisic got booked for it, but what about the challenge on Bowen? Kera. Johnson. Too foul. Johnson. I'll be very surprised if Bowen's fit for Forest. That was he's limping about like crazy. Rice to Johnson. Disappointed at the second half, but the first half was good. We go again. We do, mate. Another cliche coming out with their son, but yeah, we've got no choice. But yeah, the first half was phenomenal. Such a good play, and then we just ran out of steam, as Sheena mentioned earlier. It really was. Just laggy and leggy and all the rest of it. All the other stupid fucking cliches. The ball up to Kane for Moira, and Rice puts the ball out. It's got to be time now. Seriously. Thanks, Brain. Wait a second, mate. The game's not over as far as we're concerned. And now it is. So yeah, no surprises in any shape or form. Good game, Brains. Congratulations. Yeah, Spurs played relatively dirty the last 5 or 10 minutes, but at the same point, Moyes' delayed tactics or substitutions. You know, they brought their wingmen in. It's nice to see that Son and Bowen have gone, having a bit of a coming together and a bit of a chat. It's nice to see that. Thank fuck that's over, says Luke. 100% agreed, mate. I thought, to be fair, I thought for the up until Royals goal, I thought we played well. I really did. But the mistakes, I said at the end of the first half, there's mistakes in the side, and it's just a real shame. But it's nice to see that they're all showing each other respect, no matter what. I know people take a lot of issue with players, you know, shaking hands and having a bit of a smile and stuff, but they're at work at the end of the day. But yeah, thank you, Brain, and good night, guys. Yeah, thank you to everybody that's watched. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notification buttons are hit to all. I can't stress that enough, so you know when our live content is going up. But in the meantime, guys, try and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Look after yourselves. Have a cracking start to the week. The preview for the Forest game will be available on Thursday, as it always is. And look after yourselves. Take care and have a great start to the week. All the best now. Take care.